Hello everyone. So in the previous class or in the previous video, we discussed about the queue and the types of queues and also the how exactly the queue works. Okay, and now today we will discuss the how to represent the queue. So representation of queue using two different ways, that is with the one arrays and with the linked list. Okay, first we will see the arrays, then we will go for the linked list. Okay, so memory representation of queue. Memory representation of queue. Okay, so first we will go by with the arrays. So that is, we are using the linear array, and second one we are going for with the linked list, Okay, so first we will go for first one, that is with the linear array, that is with the arrays. Okay, so as we discussed in the queue, so there are two are there, one is front and rear, which is for inserting and deleting. Okay, so if I take, we'll go for the first one, next we'll see the second one, that is first is the arrays. For this arrays, when you represent in the memory, so if I take, let q is a linear array. Q is what? You need the array. Okay, then there are two are there, as we discussed, front and rear. Okay, so these two are what? Pointers. Two pointers. Okay, pointers or pointer variables. Called as pointer variables. Okay, so here first one is the front, another is the rear. Two are there. So here front, as earlier discussed, this front is used to contain the location of the element to be removed. Okay, so front for deleting means you removing. Okay, so what front is used for the location contains, it contains what? It contains the location of, the element to be removed. Okay, the element to be removed, that is the front, because you are removing or deleting. Okay, next another one is rear. This rear is what? It contains the location of the which is the last element inserted. Okay, contains the location of the last element inserted. So for the insertion we are using rear, for deletion we are using front. So it tells the what location you are removing and what location you are inserting. Okay, so here there are two conditions. Okay, so the first condition, there are two conditions. The condition that is front is equal to null. If the front is equal to null, then what will happen? Indicates that the queue is empty. Okay, if there are no elements to delete, that is what? Front is equal to null. No elements to remove, then automatically it is queue is empty. So what it will tells? It indicates that queue is empty. That is the first condition. So because if there are no elements to be removed, then automatically queue will be empty. That is front is equal to null. Then second one, there is another condition. That rear is equal to n. N means number of elements. It indicates the queue is full. Okay, it indicates what? Indicates queue is full, because we cannot insert how many elements, because we are using arrays here. Okay, so in the array we are giving the size. So more than n elements, if I give the 10 elements, we cannot insert more than 10 elements. Okay, so that's why if it is rear is equal to n, then it indicates that queue is full. So these two are the conditions when you go for representing the arrays in the memory. So first one condition, front is equal to null, means there are no elements present in the queue. Then automatically the queue becomes empty. Queue becomes empty. Then if you are inserting the elements, how many elements you have to insert? Until the rear is equal to n. N means the number of elements which is already allocated, which is already represented in the array. Okay, so rear is equal to n. It indicates what? It indicates the queue is full. It indicates that the queue is full. Okay, so if you go again with the front and rear, if I show you the example, okay, we'll go with one simple example how exactly this representation will done. Okay, so if I write, this is a simple array. So representation of array, the arrays. Okay, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can take anything. Okay, number of elements, more elements also you can. 6, 7, 8. Okay, so if I inserted now elements, there are elements present like this. These are the elements present. Okay, so now where is the front and where is the rear? So this side, as I told you, this side will be the front, this side will be the, because deleting from one end and inserting from another end, this is the rear. Okay, now front is presented here, this is the front now, and the rear is presented where the element is here. So rear is presented here. Now what is the front location? So front location is front is equal to 1 and rear location is rear is equal to 5. Location is 5. Okay. Now when I inserted another element, so here there are so many other elements you can insert. There is a space is there. Okay, memory representation. So when I insert rear is equal to, what I have to do? Rear is equal to rear plus 1. Means what the condition tells? Rear is equal to, the rear is equal to rear plus 1. When you rear plus 1, then the rear will be incremented. Then you have to insert the element. Okay, then queue of rear, I will insert another element, that is 60. Okay, then this condition, what will happen? Here the element will be inserted. So now when you write this condition, earlier is this one. Now when you write the rear inserted the another element, then what will happen? It will be like this. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so it is 10 is here, 20, 30, 40, 50. Earlier 50 is there. Then what we did? We did the rear plus 1 and already inserted the element 60. So we inserted the element 60. So rear becomes here. Rear becomes here, but front will not change. Front will be keep as it is. Because what we did? We did the insertion. Okay. Now what will happen? The front is equal to the condition. Front is equal to 1. The location is 1, and rear is equal to the location 6. Earlier it is 5. Now again we are inserted one element. Then it becomes what? 6. Okay. Next, when you go for, this is for the rear, means for it is inserting. When you go for the removing, okay, when you go for the removing, this is the condition for insertion. So now this front, okay, this is the rear. That condition over already. Now the front and rear are in this condition. Now when I will write item is equal to, okay, so which is the item presented, that I have to delete because this is item already presented. So front is what? Front is removing the existing items. Okay, so item is equal to Q of, so you should write which element you want to delete, that is the front element. Front element you want to delete. Okay, so what will happen? Front is equal to front plus 1. Front is equal to front plus 1. So earlier the front is here. Now when I return this condition, what will happen? This element will be deleted, then this front will be incremented again. Okay, so if I write this condition, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now here what we did? We did deleted, okay, remove the element. So this element will be removed. So we are not writing 10 again because we are incremented the front. So front will become here. This is the front in this example. Next, rest will be same because we are deleting. The rear will be keep as it is. Okay. In this condition, what will happen? So front will be the 2 and rear will be the 6. Location is 6. Okay, so like this you can insert and delete the elements from the array, that is Q. Okay, so here what you did, you are inserted the element, okay, from this side and already presented element which is deleted. So 20 is removed, then front will be incremented, it will assign to the next location. So the front becomes 2, rear becomes as it is 6. So this is how exactly you have to represent the memory location for the arrays in the queue. Okay, next if you go for second one, as I told you, with the linked list it is very simple. Okay, so here as I told you, in the linked list we are creating the some nodes. Okay, so second one, using the linked list. See here. So here the same, here also you need front and rear. Okay, the pointers, these are two, are as I told you, these are the two pointer variables. The pointer front, what it will do, it contains the location of the first node, okay, of the linked list. Okay, the pointer front, again you have to take same front and rear. Front contains the location of, okay, front means to remove, okay, location of the first node, we call it as the node in the linked list, first node of the linked list, first node of the linked list. In the linked list we call it as a node. Okay, and the another one with the pointer with the rear contains what? Location of the last node. Okay, the pointer rear contains the location of last node, that is what? Front and rear. So if you go to the again example, simple example, this how we have to create this linked list. So with the pointers, now the linked list is like this. Okay, so where this is a representation. Okay, now I have one node is created. We'll create another node. Next, we'll create another node. Then, when the node is finished, when you are not have any nodes, then the pointer becomes null. So now this front is here and rear is here. Rear is here. Okay. So again, when you want to insert the node, so this is one node, as I told you earlier, this is called one node. These are the nodes you create. Okay. So if I want to insert the element, so this is earlier position. Now if I create another node, extra node, means I will insert the node 50. The front will be here only. Next, we'll insert another node. This is already presented nodes. Then we have another node. Next, I will insert another node here. That is with the element. Then it becomes null. The pointer goes here now. So earlier the pointer is here because the rear is here. Okay. Next one, when you inserted one node, extra node, then rear will be incremented as we discussed earlier. Same thing. Same as when you want to remove the node. Okay. This is extra node is created. This extra node is created means inserted. Now when you want to delete, so this will be deleted because it is the first one. First in, first out. That's why it is the first one. This will be deleted. Next, it becomes what? So it becomes like this. And when you remove the node, so the node will be, this node will be deleted. So only remained is this one, 25. Then you have another node, the 50 element. We have another node, that is 75 with the null. So here it is a rear. Then here becomes front. So this node is removed, means deleted. Automatically the front goes to the next node, that is front will be incremented. Here rear will be incremented and added one node, and here front will be incremented, then deleted this node, then we got this simple example. Okay. So this is how you have to represent the representation of Q in the arrays and linked list. In the next class or in the next video, we will discuss about how exactly the Q will be inserted and how exactly Q will be deleted using some algorithms. Okay. So in the previous classes we discussed about Q, what is Q, how to different types of Qs, how to represent the Q with the two ways. One is with the arrays, one is with the linked list. In the next class we will discuss about the algorithms for the Q insertion and deletion. Okay. Thank you very much.